In today's video, we're going to be mixing up Chaos Effect decos once again and putting the Chaos Effect Omega T-Rex deco on the Mattel Toro Carnotaurus. Now, I don't own this particular Chaos Effect Rex, so I'll be using images off of Google to use as reference to try and get the colors as close as I can. As with all Chaos Effect repaints, this is going to be fun, crazy, and chaotic, so let's go ahead and get started. Now before I start slinging paint, I do need to prep this figure real quick. Since I've painted this Carno before, I know of a few spots on it where the plastic rubs on plastic, so I need to attend to those areas first. So when I move the joints later on, the paint doesn't scrape off or anything like that. So this step is pretty straightforward. It's just a matter of very carefully going around the points of articulation and trimming away any excess plastic from the area with an X-Acto knife. Now another tip to get the plastic down is to take some fine grit sandpaper and slip it in between the plastic and move the joint back and forth. This will help sand down the inner plastic and should allow the area to move without rubbing. You can apply this step to any articulated figure you're painting that may have really bad rub spots. Now with all the prep done, I can go in and start laying down my white primer. And since the body color is primarily just a bright orange, I want a nice bright white base to lay that orange down on. That way the orange skin is nice and vibrant. Now with the white primer done, I'm going to go in with some magenta airbrush paint. I'm going to paint the areas around the face before I lay down any other colors. With that done, then I'll go in with my Tester's orange and lay down a couple of thin coats of the main orange body color, followed by a dry brushing of a couple of different shades of orange to really bring out the detail and to add some depth to that basic sort of plain orange body. With all the orange done, now I'm going to start on the neck and head area. I'm going to mask off the orange body sections and then hit the neck with white primer, and then go in with my first medium blue tone. I'll then go in with a light sky blue just to highlight the raised areas to bring out the details in the sculpt. With the blue on the neck done, I'm going to grab some gloss deep purple and I'm going to paint the inside of the mouth first. And when that's done, I'll go in and start laying down all the black paint apps. I'm using the pebbles on the skin as sort of guides to help ensure I get relatively straight lines and the pattern looks somewhat symmetrical. I'll then continue the black pattern all the way down the back to the tip of the tail. Now comes the hard part, lining the black deco with the blue stripes. I've got some of the blue that I used on the neck, just thinned down a little bit to help with flow, and I'm just carefully steadying my hand on the figure and slowly drawing those blue lines on. This is definitely a hold your breath moment for sure. It looks as though the blue lines on the original Rex stop at the base of the tail, but I'm going to go ahead and continue the blue lines all the way down. That way the deco looks complete. With the blue stripes done, it's time to hit that home stretch portion of the repaint. So I'll hit the eyes with a bright green color. I'll do the tips of the teeth with an off-white and finish off by painting the claws on the feet with black. And this bad boy is done. As always, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and watching these videos. I hope you all enjoyed the video and you found the information provided useful and it has helped inspire your next Chaos Effect repaint. If it has inspired you, remember to tag me over on Instagram at the Jurassic Park Compound because I always love to see what you guys can come up with. For more Jurassic related content, you know where to find me. Links will be in the description box below. You guys take care, and I'll see you around the compound.